Hello, I'm Vince White. I'm an employment attorney, and as an employment attorney, I often have to speak about layoffs. Layoffs are depressing. 2020 is depressing. 2020 is full of layoffs. I don't enjoy it. A lot of layoffs that I have to speak about, they're tied to New York City right now. They're tied to Wall Street. We have to make a video about the Wall Street layoffs that are coming, because Wall Street doesn't need most of its New York City based properties anymore because they all moved out because the state and the city drove them out, and then COVID killed what was left, and now they probably are going to get rid of everybody in New York. Not everybody, but a lot of people, right? So that's depressing. And now we're talking about Disney, which is supposed to be like this happy thing, Mickey Mouse, theme parks, great, yay, Magic Castle. They're doing layoffs. They're going to be laying off about 32,000 of their 233,000 employees, and that is massive. Senator Elizabeth Warren, she's really going after them, giving them a hard time, calling this a short-sighted business decision. She's not all wrong. She's not all wrong. I think Disney has the cash reserves. They could keep these people employed. But also, on the other hand, they have 12 theme parks, all of which spent a large portion of this year, 2020, closed. They can't really release new movies because movie theaters aren't open. So they're releasing movies on their streaming service, charging more than you might pay to go see it for one person at a movie theater, which I don't think has gone that well, although I'm not an entertainment attorney by any stretch. Their cruise lines are dead on arrival. That's done, and I don't think it'll ever come back. I'd be very surprised if it does, but I'm wrong all the time, so who knows? So as much as we might be mad at them, like, oh, you should protect these employees, you should do the right thing. Yeah, you should, but also huge parts of the Disney empire might be dying. So I don't know if they're being short-sighted and trying to fire people so they can go give executives extra bonuses. I don't know if that's the case. It seems like what they're doing is saying, oh, we're in a lot of trouble here. We got to stop the bleeding. We need to protect some cash reserves because we've got a business to run, and it's got to run next year, not just this year. But this is all getting away from what I care about, which is the workers, right? As things come down, as Disney complies with all the requirements on their layoff process, and a layoff of this size has a lot of requirements, I will be keeping an eye on it. If I see anything fishy, if I see anything questionable, if I see anything novel or interesting that you all might want to know about, I'm going to try to bring it to you. And if you lost your job, if you're afraid of losing your job with Disney right now, I'm sorry. Start looking right away. Don't wait for them to make this move. Arm yourself, prepare yourself, do whatever you can. We have a lot of videos that we make about preparing for a layoff. I would watch that video. And if we can answer any questions for you, please, we're here to help.